Tourists who had just been laughing and chatting suddenly looked down in unison, only to find that the surging seawater had vanished in an instant, their faces filled with confusion. At that moment, the observer in the watchtower spotted a towering giant wave rolling in the distance, and quickly pressed the red alarm button. The alarm sounded across the beach, and the tourists finally realized a tsunami was approaching, instinctively starting to run for their lives. However, human legs were no match for the tsunami. Yachts were swallowed by the huge waves, and the Ferris wheel was violently smashed by the seawater. Buck, a firefighter on vacation, picked up his nephew and ran with the crowd, desperately seeking a place to take shelter. Fortunately, there were many food trucks by the seaside. He quickly tucked his nephew into one of them, and just before the waves hit, dove into the truck with a leap. The turbulent seawater instantly submerged them. Buck was tossed around by the currents, and after struggling for what seemed like an eternity, he barely managed to surface. Clutching a power line, he shouted for his nephew, only to see the boy luckily holding onto an electric pole not far away. Buck swam toward him, but just as he neared, he was swept away again by the current. Buck struggled desperately, but to no avail, fearing this might be their final farewell. Sure enough, within seconds, his nephew lost his grip on the pole. Buck was nearly overwhelmed by despair, but as a firefighter, he refused to give up. Seizing the moment, he plunged into the water and fortunately grabbed his nephew as the boy floated downstream. The two drifted in the vast sea until a fire truck with its roof still above water became their temporary shelter. Buck quickly helped his nephew onto the roof, then mustered all his remaining strength to climb up himself. Eventually, they survived the tsunami.